top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the night, wherever you may be in the world. Um, Thank you for joining me, man. Listen, uh, you know, um, I haven't been pushing my subscribers like I should. Man, if you like my content, like and share my stuff, man. Subscribe to my channel. It's a shame. Let me see how many people I got now. See what I got. Man, I just got uh 390 subscribers over 1,000. You know, that's crazy. I should have more than that. You know, so if you like my content, man, subscribe to my channel. You know, let me get up in there in the thousands, the hundreds and thousands and millions of subscribers these other jokers out here running around with. But listen, your integrity matters. You know, a lot of people don't sit down and talk about this kind of stuff. And by the way, it's gonna be cold and windy today. And I would like to be able to stay up in this hotel room and go over this here thing because I got 4 points I want to cover. You know, I see when you are a person of your word. See, then you can be trusted, and when people can trust you, then you are dependable. You see, and if you become dependable, you're responsible. You're a responsible person. So they all go hand in hand, man. That's why your integrity matters. You see, and be a person of your word, man. Say what you mean and mean what you say. See, you got so many people out here now, you know, they saying one thing and they mean something else. You know, you got to get out your magnifying glass to try to figure out what the hell they saying. Cause you can't take it at face value. And this is the problem, man. You know, too many people have used deceit at face value. And it's causing everybody not to trust. You know, and let me give you an example. Let me show you how sin will do you. Take this guy Scott Adams, the Dilbert cartoonist, when he said, "Get away from all black people because they're a terrorist group." Well, see, what he don't know is we've been knowing that's how white people are. That they gonna judge a whole race by what a few do. See, that ain't nothing new to us. We've been knowing that. We live with that every day. And if you think I'm lying, man, when you hear some of these heinous crimes that's going on, if you ask the average black person, what's the first thought that come to your mind, and they'll tell you, man, I sure hope they wasn't black. Because if a black person get out here and do some dumb shit, they gonna paint the whole race by their name. See, they tell everybody lazy. Everybody trying to get over. Everybody on welfare. You see, we used to that, man. You know, but be a person of your word, man. And you say, well, true conductor. How do I start being a person of my word? Start with yourself. That's how you be a person of your word. Start with yourself. Like, you'd be surprised, man, how many people are not being honest and truthful with themselves. they get up and live a lie every day. You know, matter of fact, you know, look at some of these young girls out here. They got fake hair, fake eyes, fake boobs, fake butt, you know, fake nails, and they looking for a real man. Everything about them fake. Fake weave, you know, but you're looking for a real man. And you out here trying to trap a man with something fake. See, you think a real man is gonna fall for something fake. See, and this is the problem, man. And see, we don't have enough examples out here where people have really profited from using their integrity. You know, and let me give you an example. Yesterday, I noticed that the cord that I had for this phone right here was missing. Man, I was like, oh wow, man, I done dropped my cord. You know, get in the car, it's not in the car. So, you know, I'm off to the White House, man, I'm gone. I come home last night, and because I parked in the same spot, people know at the hotel where I parked, where I dropped my cord was still in the parking spot when I got back to the hotel last night. This same cord that I thought I had lost was still in the same, was in the parking spot. Yeah, man, I'm doing well. Thank you, man. Thank you. You see, so you know there are benefits, man, that come with keeping your word. See, because if you can keep your word with yourself, then you're gonna make everybody else get in line. You see, and that's a good indication of who you don't want to be around, man. If you can't trust a person's word, why are you hanging around them? Let me ask that question again. If you can't trust a person's word, why are you hanging around them? I don't care how good their sex is. I don't care how cute or fine they are. I don't care how much money they got. If you can't trust their word, why are you there? Because surely you ain't comfortable because you can't trust their word. So what is this magnetism that's got you that you can't break free from somebody whose word you can't trust? And see, and let me show you something, man. And see, this is a indicator that a lot of people overlook when they meet people, man. Look how a person treat their word. If they reckless with their word, they're gonna be reckless with you. Let me say that again. See, if they reckless with their word, they're gonna be reckless with you. See, when you honor your word, man, when you have some pride about yourself, when you have some dignity about yourself, there's certain things you just ain't gonna do. You know, there's certain things that you just ain't gonna adhere to. When you honoring your word, you ain't gonna sit back and let people lie to you and use you and mistreat you, and you know they lying. You ain't gonna do that, man, because you don't do it to yourself. And this is how so many people allow these kind of conditions to exist in their life because they lie to themselves. So if they lie to themselves, automatically, man, it's okay for somebody else to lie to me. It's expected. I lie to myself. Listen, y'all, man, I wanna stay in here. I don't wanna be rushing. And let me put this out here. I don't want to be rushing today. And you know, I need y'all to give me some donations because I'm not trying to go out there. It's gonna be cold and windy. And I really don't want to be out there. I'm telling you, I don't want to be out there today. So let me just put this stuff up here, man. Hook a brother up, will you? Y'all know rarely. Oh, I can't do that. Uh, um, okay. That's Cash App. Uh, let's see here. There's PayPal. There's Venmo. And I got Zelle too. I do have Zelle. Zelle. And there's all my stuff right there. There's Zelle. So you know, if you do, you fine. If you don't, I ain't mad. Okay, but be a person of your word, man. And this is probably one of the most important ingredients in your foundation. See, we got so many kids out here, and not only kids, but people in general think that you know they can do and live and be any kind of way they want to, and the universe is still supposed to respond to them. The universe is still supposed to give them things. They don't do anything to put nothing into the universe, but yet they want everything out of the universe. God diggity dog. See, that's the problem right there. You got so many people that want something out of the universe, but they ain't trying to put nothing in. See, they want something for nothing. Like walking up to a teller and not even putting a card in and punching some numbers and think, you know, some money's supposed to come out. And it's not gonna do that. See, because your word is your card. Oh wow, wow. And since since wow, man, this is coming together now. Now I'm understanding. See, since you have power in your words, the Bible say, by the increase of your lips, your belly shall be filled. Okay? So if you're walking in your integrity, then your words got power. What you say has power. That's why you have to be careful about what you're confessing, because you got power. Wow. Shannon, man, thank you so very much. I receive, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I receive. Thank you so very much. Thank you. You see, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, that's what I mean. I can appreciate that. See, that's somebody that is putting back See, a lot of people come up in here and miss a blessing because only thing they want to do is just get, and never have chance to give. And sometimes, man, you got to give out of what you have, not what you want. You have to learn how to give out of what you have. You see, because when you do that, that's when you're stepping out on your faith. And here again, let's come back to being honest with you. If you're gonna be honest with yourself, you'll feel when somebody else is lying to you. Because you're honest with yourself, you know what it means to be honest with you. So when somebody else come up, and that's what a lot of people ignore. See, a lot of people get warnings, and they ignore them. And then I turn around and say, something told me, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen. And something was trying to tell you, don't go that way. Get away from this person. But you didn't listen. And sometimes it can cost you your life. Being around the wrong person. Let me say that again. Sometimes it can cost you your life being around the wrong person. Okay? And if you don't believe that, ask Breonna Taylor. They wasn't looking for her. They was looking for her boyfriend. And came in there and shut up the place. That's who they was looking for, and she get killed. You think the universe didn't try to tell her, get away from that? But, oh no, man, that dick is good. He kind. He can put up with me. And see, you start making all these compromises. You know how many people done got jammed up behind some good sex? Men and women? Let me say that again. You know how many people done got jammed up behind some good sex? Men and women then got jammed up behind some good sex. Some of them done lost their life. Some done lost their careers, lost their families, lost their jobs behind some sex. And people think that don't happen every day. See, we gotta take off this illusion, man, that because you are famous or because you have money, you superhuman. You don't have the same body functions that regular people have, and they do. I mean, rich people. See, listen. This is the conversation that we need to have in the black community. Why is it when a person gets successful, they can no longer walk the streets of our community safely? I mean, think about that, man. You know, white people don't have that problem. They got money. They still can walk the streets of their neighborhood. The average black person, if they come into this money, especially if the people around you ain't got no money, man, your life is chaos. Your life is hell. Why is that? Why is that? And see, this is what I be telling people. Man, treat me, when I come into my wealth, treat me the same way you did when I was broke. Don't change. Because now you know I got some money, because now I know you're fake. See, I know you're fake now. You wasn't throwing your panties at my feet when I was living in this hotel room. Why are you throwing them at your feet now that I'm out and I'm debt free? Why I'm the same person. The same person. See, you wasn't pouring these accolades on me. When I was in this hotel room, you was talking about, you was laughing at me behind my back about me being evicted. But now that I done came into my wealthy place, oh, true conductor, I know you could do it. Come on, man. You think I'm gonna fall for that flim flam? You think I'm gonna be impressed with that? You think that's gonna move me? When you watch me go through my stuff and didn't throw me one lifeline, you watched me. Because that's how you know you knew I was gonna make it. Because you've been watching me. And didn't throw me one lifeline. And now I'm supposed to be impressed because you're so proud of me. Because you knew I can do it. That's supposed to move me. That's supposed to make me feel some kind of way about you. No, that's giving me a red flag about you. See, that's how I look at that. You come up and tell me about what you've been watching, and what, man, get going on, man. And you ain't throw me one lifeline. But now you all up in my ass. I can't do no wrong. And that's the respect that money will get. Man, I'm gonna find this scripture. I just saw this scripture. It's in Proverbs too. When you walk in your integrity, your children are blessed after you. Let's see here. Okay. All right, Proverbs 27. Let me read that to y'all. Proverbs 20. Oops. Can't mess up my thing here. I just got it straight. Proverbs 20, verse 7. The righteous man walks in his integrity. His children are blessed after him. You see how important your integrity is? Your children, man, are blessed after you. Not only your children, but your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren are blessed after you, man, when you walk in your integrity. That's why it's important for you not to want to give up. That's why it's important for you not to be discouraged when you trying to do right and everybody walking by you like you're doing something wrong. See, that's when you close, man. When people see you doing right and won't even acknowledge it. When people see you trying to be positive and won't even say, man, I'll support that. No. And see, and that's how the enemy is designed to keep you in confusion, to keep you distrusting. Okay? That's by design, man. And there are benefits. That's what I be trying to tell people. There are benefits that come when you walk in your integrity, man. See, because you become a person of your word. You can be trusted. You dependable. And you responsible when you walk in your integrity. See, you can't take one of them out. See, you can't not be responsible and walk in your integrity. You cannot be dependable. See, if people can't depend on you, they ain't gonna trust you. Let me say that again. See, if people ain't gonna depend on you, they ain't gonna trust you. But see, when they walk, they come to you, and they know you gonna say what you mean. What's going on, Esther? And you gonna mean what you say. They ain't gonna play no games with you. See, the games are played on the people that can't be trusted. Okay? That ain't dependable. That can't be responsible. See, like that's what. Watch the example that Memphis is gonna make out of Ja Morant. See, since his parents, you notice they quiet as a church mouse, because they can't control that boy. See, that boy's telling his parents what to do. His parents ain't telling him what to do. He telling his parents what to do, because he the breadwinner. You see, now they gonna take that, snatch that away from you, buddy. Or they gonna make an example out of him. You can cool believe. They're making an example out of him. And he should be made an example out of. Because how you gonna go and do something like that you know, listen. See, here again, when you're a person of your word, no, it ain't my dough. Anyway. Oh, yeah. So anyway, man, I've seen all kinds of stories in this hotel since I've been here. I've seen all kinds of stories. You know, and I'm just grateful, man, that I've been able to get the money to stay in here. Yes, it's been a struggle. Yes, it's been a struggle. But I ain't giving up. I ain't giving in. And if I got to get out of here and go out in that cold weather today, that's what I'm gonna do. What I gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Man, in fact, it's 11:19 now. If by 11:30, if don't nobody else give me a donation, man, I'm getting out of here and go to the White House. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out of here. I mean, you know, see, I want people to understand. I have a way out. I'm a business person. I do Black History tours. Okay? I have a hop-on, hop-off shuttle that I created. I got a dinnerware line that I've created. I got a brand that I've created. So I have a way out. Okay? You got a lot of people that don't have a way out, man. They ain't got no ideas to fall back on. See, they ain't got no income streams of income. They haven't even created any potential streams of income. And consequently, they get anxiety sets in, and they start getting depressed. And then pressure start building. See, it's like you don't this is one thing I keep telling people, man. You don't know what a person is going through now. Let me say that again. You don't know what a person is going through now. See that, and that this is the problem. See, we're looking at people at face value, but we don't know what they're going through, man. We don't know what they're feeling. You know, we don't know the issues that they're dealing with. See, and everybody got something that they're dealing with. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how broke you are. Everybody got something that they're dealing with. And this is where we need to have compassion, man. We need to stop snapping on each other. Yes, they are. It's a lot of people, man. See, let me tell y'all. Listen to me. My bed is my sanctuary. My bed is my sanctuary. That's for me and my wife. I ain't renting out no Airbnb. Because you don't know who's sleeping in your bed. You don't know what they doing in your bed. And you're going to come back and you're going to get in there behind some strangers? And you don't know what they doing in your bed? And you don't think they ain't leaving that energy in your bed? You ain't thinking they ain't leaving none of their energy in your house? Come on, man. Y'all don't think energy is real. See, that's the problem with most of y'all. Y'all don't think energy is real. That's why you sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you can. And every person you sleep with, man, you take on some of their energy. You take on some of their energy, whether you want to realize it or not. And guess it. And guess what? What if that person is a liar, a deceiver, and a cheater? That's the energy you taking in. That's the energy you playing with, buddy. That's the energy, and you wonder why stuff going wrong in your life. Look. Well. True. But I'm talking about your house. Okay? I'm talking about your house. All right? This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your sanctuary. This ain't my sanctuary right here. All right? This is a transition. This is what this is. I'm saying my sanctuary. Ain't nothing coming up in there. And this is here again. When you're talking about being honest and truthful with yourself. See, a lot of y'all don't think you deserve to have a sanctuary of your own. A lot of people don't even think you're special to have your own sanctuary. That's how much you don't believe in yourself. See, look at how we put ourselves down, man. Look at how we discredit ourselves. So if you don't believe in yourself, how you gonna believe in somebody else? God, dog, that's my problem. See, the majority of the people that walk by me and ignore me don't believe in themselves. So they can't see what I'm doing. Because they can't see themselves doing anything like that. So consequently, ignore me. And they agree with me. But they can't see themselves doing it. So I can't support that financially. What the money gonna benefit from? What's that gonna benefit? And isn't it amazing, man, that you got to come up with all these answers just to be positive? Just to be positive. You got to justify being positive. I mean, this is the kind of darkness that we're in today, man. You got to justify why you want to be positive. And if people don't like your justification, they ain't gonna support it. I don't care how positive it is. They ain't gonna support it. See, this is where we are. Because we got so much distrust from people at how they've been using their word. So now we don't trust nobody. Don't that sound familiar? Oh, that's a terrorist group. So don't trust nobody. See, you got people that's getting mad at Scott Adams, and they don't trust nobody, no good people. They do the same thing, man. He just happened to put color to it. But what about the good people that don't trust good people? What about them? And they ain't got nothing to do with color. That's about good people. Scared to trust good people. And that's the problem. Good folk, man, don't want to sit back and do nothing. Good people want to sit on the sidelines. Good people scared to get involved. Good people. That's the problem. Good people. But they'll tell you about Jesus, though. They'll tell you about Jesus at the drop of a hat. But they can't see another good person. But they sure can tell you about Jesus. Ain't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? They'll tell you about Jesus at the drop of a hat. But not another good person. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready and go down here to the White House. You know, I wouldn't mind. I sit here for hours, man. I ain't lying. If people would support me financially, shit, I sit here for hours, buddy. I sit here for hours. I ain't lying, and wouldn't get tired either. Sure wouldn't. I sit here for hours. I would, but I can't. You know. I'm just beyond. Something for nothing. And that's what a lot of people seem to be in favor of. They just look for win situations. They don't look for win-win. They look for a win situation. And a win situation is a one-way street. Win-win is two ways. And I've always tried to present win-win situations, man. And people just don't see the vision. They just don't get it. I back before I got evicted, I said, man, donate a tour. Let me give away some tours. And we coming up on summer. I could book out my tours for the summer, man. And be debt free. Have a place. Have a vehicle. I mean, isn't that something? I got a tour company. The best tours in D.C. is what I got. And I'm struggling. I can't, I'm not booking. I have to give my tours away. I can't be like the other companies that are charging. In order for me to be successful, I have to give mine away. That's another win situation. But you know, and ain't nobody helping me give them away. See, I'm doing it for free. Not only am I doing the tour, but now I'm renting a vehicle too. Okay, to do the tour too. See, and all I'm saying, man, just donate a tour. Let me come out here and show these young people, man, that you can do something positive. That you ain't got to sell drugs on the street. You can sell your history. And I don't see how people don't see. I started as a street vendor in D.C. That's how I started, as a street vendor. And now I do Black History tours of D.C. Black History tours that I created. See, I ain't doing something somebody else created. I'm trying to pull myself up by my own bootstraps of something I created. And I still get rejected. You know? I still keep trying. Even though I get rejected, man, I still keep trying. I still keep going back. I still keep getting out there. You know? So that's all I can do, y'all. Is just keep trying. It's all I can do. That's all I know how to do. Is to keep trying. And if that ain't good enough, hey man, what can I say? You know, there's nothing I can say, nothing I can do, if that ain't good enough. Yeah, and man, I was just talking to, I have several friends that work with disadvantaged youth that I wish I could go to and say, hey, get me some kids together. I got some tours, man, that people done paid for. Let me see if this works. See, and I think the disappointing thing for me has been I haven't even been able to garner enough to support to even just try it one time. You know, for enough people to just say, man, just let's donate to, donate this man 5, 6, 7, 8 tours. Let him go get some kids and go on social media and let you see how it is. See, because it's one thing for me talking about it, but it's another thing when I can show you. And all I've been trying to do is say, man, just let me show you. I can't show you by myself. See, when I'm out with my stop hating each other because you disagree sign, I can't spread that message by myself. I can't do it by myself. And that's what people want me to be able to do, is spread that message by myself. They don't want to have nothing to do with it. And some of the same people that walk by me and won't even give $1 would be from the same ones coming telling me how much they've been admire what I've been doing. But you never help. But now you got all this admiration. Now that you know I got some money, you got all this admiration, but you never helped me when I was trying to get out. You never threw me one lifeline. But now I'm supposed to be impressed because now you got all this admiration for me. You got all this respect for me. Now that I done made it out. See, so that tells me you don't respect me. You respect my money. Because I'm the same person. The same broke person that you ignored, that you didn't speak to, that you wouldn't look at. I'm the same person. And now that I got money, I'm the star of the show. And I'm supposed to be impressed with that. I'm supposed to be moved by that. You know, now that you're giving me all these accolades, because you know I got money. See, so I still can go to the same store that I've been going to because you wasn't walking up on me then. Don't walk up on me now. It's just that simple. What's going on, Edward? It's just that simple. And see, and this is what I be trying to tell people when you say what you mean and mean what you say. See, I'm telling folks, don't change on me when you know I done got some money. I want the same privacy I had when I was broke. Okay, leave me alone because I ain't got no problem telling you leave me alone, putting you on social media, making an example out of you. I have a problem with it. I have a problem with it because I know you're full of shit. And I ain't interested in your shit. And I'm telling y'all now, man, when my wife get here, I ain't seen my wife in I don't know how many years it'll be before I see my wife again. But when you see me with my wife, don't come to me. True conductor, nothing. Don't say a word to me. Respect my time with my wife. Okay? When you see me by myself, we can kick it. But when you see me with her, that's her time. I got years to make up. Please don't interrupt me. Okay? Because I'm going to be trying to ring that bell. That's what I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be trying to ring that bell, buddy. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And ring that bell, man. Shoot. Listen, when I saw that the Bible say death and life is in the power of the tongue, man, my wife got the best sex I ever had in my life. That's my confession. My wife got the best sex I ever had in my life. That's my confession, man. That's my confession. That's my wife got the best sex I ever had in my life. If I can have what I say, if I got more money than I ever need, how come I can't ask God, hey, make my wife have the best sex I ever had in my life? How come I can't ask for that? How come I can't get that to keep me busy? See, so all right, I told y'all, I got to go, man. I got to go to the White House. See, y'all don't want none of this. Y'all don't want none of this today, boy. I ain't lying. I know you don't want none of this today. Cause I told you, man, I really don't want to be out there today because it's gonna be windy and it's gonna be cold. You know, I really don't want to be out there, but I got to go. So let me layer up. Get ready to go, man. Every day I go and I sit in front of the White House and try to touch the world, man. That's what I try to do. I try to touch the world with music every day in front of the White House. And not just music, positive music, uplifting music, dancing music. And most of the time, sometimes I don't even get gas money, man. I mean, for real. Sometimes I don't even get gas money. And they sit there all day, every day, make requests. And me, silly me, I'll play them. It's a lot of darkness out here. Somebody got to try. We got a lot of darkness. Somebody got to try. And if that's the sacrifice I got to make, to come out and be the light that everybody rejects, that's the sacrifice I made. But at least I can lay my head down and say I tried. See, that's the least I can do. I can say, man, I tried. I put my idea on the table. I wasn't afraid. I just can't do it by myself. And that's what I've been trying to get people to see, man. I can't do this by myself. If I could show these kids, man, this is the way you want to do it. This is how you do it. When you're positive, this is what you get. I can't even show them that. Isn't it interesting? I'm struggling to be positive. I can't make it being positive. I can only make it if I cheat, if I deceive, if I lie. I can get to the top. I can't get to the top being honest. I can't get to the top in my integrity. And I don't know. See, everybody got a track record. Everybody got a track record, man. And I've been saying the same thing since I've been talking. Since I've been in D.C., first time I started as a community activist, I've been saying the same thing. My story has been the same. I walked the halls of my kids' school. See, that's something I know. And if you go to my kid, man, I walked them halls. That's why my daughter went to Norway and my son went to Brazil, 2 D.C. public schools. Because I walked them halls, man. See, I didn't have the patience to do homework. It was easier for me to walk them halls and find who they needed to do, where the help was. See, that's why I walk the halls, so I can find out where the help was. So when I go and say my children need some help, they say, oh, Mr. Folden, how you doing? Because they know who I am, because I'm in there. And see, this is the secret that I learned about, especially in D.C. public schools. See, because most of the time parents didn't come at all, teachers were more helpful to the parents that they knew. Those are the ones that they gave the information to. The ones that did, and I just went up in there and made sure they know who I was. That's how I found out about Youth Understanding. Sent my daughter out to Norway. And when she went, I said, come on, son, your turn, you next. Let's go. Get in there. And they sent him to Brazil. You see, so everybody got a track record, man. And folk act like I just stepped out here yesterday, started doing this. Man, I got over 30-some years doing this. I didn't just start this. I told y'all I ran for mayor against Marion Barry. That's how determined I was, man, because they told me I was lying. I was fighting the corruption in the vending unit, in the police, and won. Took me 7 years and won. What's going on? I won. 2 cops actually went to jail. David Brooks and George Hardy. They went to jail for taking bribes. And they told me I was lying. You know? Just like the thing with Metro. When I got fired, they said I was lying. If somebody go back and really do an investigation, they say I was telling the truth. They didn't like how I was telling it. Because, see, I was doing it. I was cussing, man. I was truth conductor then. I was the truth conductor then. You know, because I was talking big shit, man. To the general manager. That's why they fired me. Because they couldn't intimidate my ass. I ain't give a fuck. Them little dick motherfuckers wasn't going to intimidate me. Okay? And they couldn't. And that's why they fired me. That's why they had to cheat to get me out. Because I wasn't scared of them. You know, I wasn't scared, man. I wouldn't, you know, because I told y'all, for a long time, I drove a bus. I didn't even have a valid ID. Okay? I didn't even have a valid ID, work ID. Dan Tangolini is the general manager that gave me back my ID. They were underpaying me for like a year and a half. I was on the wrong pay. And I needed that money, man. And I kept asking for my money, and they kept giving me a runaround. So I went to Mr. White's office, who was the CEO. And his secretary told me, said, you better leave out of this office. You should be glad to have a job. I said, miss, don't get this twisted. God is my source, not Metro. I'm going to sit down. Somebody's going to answer me about my money. Shoot, next thing I know, 4 lieutenants came up in there and said, sir, you got to go. If you don't go, we're going to lock you up. You know, I mean, because I'm asking, what's my options? Man, I'm trying to find out about my money. So I got a second block to do of work. I go back to the garage and go and get on my bus, and the supervisor come and pull me off the bus and say, you got to go down to medical. They want you to talk to a psychiatrist and take a urine to see if you're on drugs. And when I go in and see the psychiatrist, he said, why are you here? I said, man, they owe me some money. And I was in Mr. White's office trying to find out about my money. And he said, that's why they sent you down here? I said, yes, sir. He said, man, get out of my office. Get out of here. Get out. That's what the psychiatrist told me. Get out. That's what they sent you down here because you were down. Get out. I don't need to be talking to you. Serious, man. So I know they play a dirty game. I know they play a dirty game. And see, that's what a lot of people haven't been mistreated. See, a lot of people ain't seen no injustice in their life. They don't know what injustice look like. They don't know what it feel like. But man, when somebody cheat and beat you, that's a serious thing, man. That's a serious thing. Okay? All right? That's a serious thing. And right now, if the FBI wanted to, they can go and raid my union office, the lawyer's office, and Metro, all behind my case. And the arbitrator's office, don't forget him. They could raid them 4 places right now if they wanted to. They could raid them right now, just on the strength of how they did me, if they really wanted to. You see, and you know, and then I have to live with the fact that my mom died, thinking I lied about why I was fired from Metro. I have to live with that, man. I have to live with that. My mom actually thought I was lying about why I was fired. For a long time, man. My mom was really upset about that because they sent the police to our house to fire me. She answered the door. And she came back in the back room and she said, why the fuck are the police at my house? I said, what you talking about? And I was on vacation. I thought I was on vacation. Man, they sent the police and fired me from Metro. Told me don't ever set foot back on that property again. Serious. Serious. That's how I got fired. I ain't had no exit interview. None of that. I ain't had none of that. Okay? None of that. None of that. Man, never had an exit interview with Metro. Once they got me out the door, don't come back, buddy. And it took me a year and a half to get my arbitration hearing. It took me a year and a half, man. They want to make sure I was broke. Make sure, because they lied. They knew I couldn't get a job because they put a letter in my file said I was fired for workplace violence and sexual harassment. That's what they put in my file and said that's why I was fired. Couldn't get unemployment, couldn't get none of that. So now, man, I got to go out here and get in survival mode. See, I got to fall back on what I know, and that was street vending. That's what I fell back on, man. Street vending. That's how I got back on my feet. I had earmuffs, gloves, and headbands. Any three for $5. And knit hats. Any three for $5. That's how I made it. That's how I got back on my feet. You know? Yeah, no, seriously, man. And see, this is what I be trying to tell people. See, most folk have no respect for intellectual property. Intellectual property is nothing but your ideas. And see, most folk want your intellectual property for free. They don't want to pay for your intellectual property. They want it for free. And believe it or not, a lot of people give it away free. See, you're not supposed to sit out with a message that you created and ask for support. You're not supposed to be able to do that. You know, that's you know, but that's your intellectual property. And you're just trying to get it out. And isn't it interesting that so many people are worried about what I would do with a donation before they even give me one. The reason they don't want to donate is because they worried about what I do with the money. Isn't that something? You know, I might go and get me an apartment, or buy a van for my business. That's what I might do. You give me some donations. Matter of fact, I would buy a van for my business before I still live at this hotel, man. If folk right now start booking tours, man, I go get me a van and live out of this hotel until I get my business established. That's exactly what I would do. I ain't got no problem with that. As long as I can keep paying the rent every month, keep paying, man, this is what I would do until I got my business off the ground. But that's what, you know, if folk gave me money right now, that's what I do, man. I go get me a vehicle and let the world know I'm ready for business now. Book some tours. I need you booking some tours right now. That's what I need. I need some tours booked so I can pay for this. That's what I would do, man. And see, unfortunately, most folk don't have any creative ideas. Most folk don't have any creative ideas. No, they don't. They don't see my broadcasters work, man. They don't see me sitting out with that sign every day as work. They think I'm trying to get something for nothing. And I don't even have commercials on YouTube, which means I got YouTube Premium. I pay for that. I got YouTube Premium. I don't even deal with commercials when I'm playing my music. So all my stuff is uninterrupted. And they don't even appreciate that, man. I'm telling you. And you know, and sometimes it's discouraging. Like yesterday, man, I got my butt kicked yesterday. I got my butt literally kicked yesterday. You know, it's one of them days where I just said, you know what? I don't even know why I came out. I should have stayed at the hotel. I would have done better probably staying at the hotel going live than going down there sitting down in front of the White House every day. But somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to keep trying. Somebody got to keep trying to be the light. And if I fail, if I fall flat on my face because I tried to be light, because I tried to be positive, I can live with that. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with it, man. I can live with it. I honestly can. All right. So listen. let me get out of here. And boy, that wind is howling today. I'm going back down here to this White House, and I'm gonna sit out here um, and just play some national anthems and some music. You know, see, this is what I be trying to explain to people. Man, they can move the perimeter of that White House anytime they want to. See, right now, we can enjoy going down on Pennsylvania Avenue. But mark my word for it, somebody gonna get out here and do something stupid. And they gonna shut off Lafayette Park. You ain't gonna be able, the closest you gonna be able to get to the White House is gonna be a block away. Because they're gonna shut that park down, man. They're gonna shut that park down. Somebody gonna do something stupid. And they're gonna shut that park down. They're working on that now. Because that way, they ain't got to worry about no protests. They ain't got to worry about, you know, who's in front of the White House. You watch. You watch. And especially when I see little kids from other countries, I tell them, I say, you know, by the time you get to be an adult, you might not even have this luxury. And to be able to sit in front of the White House, whoever thought, man? See, that shows you how powerful ideas are. Whoever thought in the wildest imagination that you could sit in front of the White House and play other countries' national anthem and spread your message all over the world? Who would have thought of that? That's where the world comes. That's where the world, if they don't see nothing else, man, they want to see that White House. If they don't see nothing else, they want to see that White House. That's why I sit there every day. Because no matter who comes, they want to see that White House. So what I try to do is get my message spread all over the world. Sitting right there. And how I do it? With music. Because as soon as I whip out their national anthem, they whip out their phone. Somebody else is seeing it. I just don't know who. Wouldn't it be interesting if I'm a star right now in a country and don't even know it? From playing national anthems in front of the White House, they could be beaming it back. And everybody know who I am, but I don't know they know who I am. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Somebody gonna, and another, thank you. And another thing, you never know, man, how God gonna move. You never know. You never know how God will move. You have no idea. That's why you have to keep showing up every day, cause you don't know how God gonna move. Okay? You have no idea. So man, thank you. Thanks for the donation, by the way. Thank you for. I did get one donation today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, man, I just keep making my confessions. I had the best tours in D.C. I have more money than I'll ever need. I walk in divine wealth and I walk in divine health. That's my confession. That's my confession. You know? And let's see. Let's see what happens. You know, cause if I figure it out, I'm gonna tell you. And maybe maybe that's why the enemy don't want me to figure it out, because if I figure it out, I'm gonna tell everybody. This how I did it, right here. This what worked for me. I'm gonna tell everybody this what worked for me. So just keep walking in your integrity, man. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself, you ain't got to worry about being honest with nobody else, because you're going to feel out of place when you don't honor your word. See, when you walk in your integrity and you don't honor your word, man, you feel some kind of way. It convicts you. And you got a lot of people that don't face any kind of conviction whatsoever. And they'll lie just like that. Right? Look at the boy from New York. Okay? I mean, look at the boy from New York. How he done lied. And he got elected to Congress. Lying. And he got all the way to Congress. And here I come out and I tell you the truth. And I get evicted. I tell you the money is going to benefit me. And I get evicted. I tell people, man, your donation is going to benefit me. No, they won't. I ain't giving you nothing. I don't want to benefit you. I don't want to see you prosper from being positive. This is what people tell me every day. I sit down there and they reject me. I'm not going to help you be positive. That's what I deal with every day. Every day, man. I have to face that. I'm not going to help you be positive. Be it by yourself. You got to do that on your own. Whatever you're trying to spread, you have to spread that on your own. I can't help you. You might turn around and do something else positive if I turn around and help you. Come on, true conductor. You can't do that, man. That's you don't fit the narrative. See, being positive don't fit the narrative. Because negativity is working, darkness is working. That's why this boy John Morant made the stupid decision that he made. Because of negativity. Look how the negative forces, man, then jeopardize this boy making millions. He was gonna be the face of the NBA. And now he might not even be in the NBA. He was gonna be the face of the NBA. This boy, Delonte West. Delonte West is living over in Alexandria. Delonte West is living over in Alexandria right now. He's over in Alexandria right now. Hell of a ball player. And homeless. And see, and people think that your words don't matter. And your words are very important. Your words are all you got. Your words are what create your world. Whether you want to accept it or not. See, so you have to be consistent about changing your words, man. What you speaking over yourself. What you believing about yourself. And more importantly, be honest with yourself. All right? I'm out, man. I see y'all later.